times in your life, sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, going to rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
And welcome back again, yours truly, Anthony Parker Alexander of Keeping It Honest. We don't just keep it simple. We don't just keep it real. We keep it honest. You're the man right there. The apology. Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. We're going to have an interesting show today. How many people now believe in that apology? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Do you think he's doing it just because he got caught with that tape? You guys saw that tape. We're not going to go into that tape again because it was pretty bad. What we're going to talk about, when Cassie made the lawsuit, remember, as soon as she put it out there, she got paid some money. And even though they weren't supposed to talk, the cat was out of the bag, I guess you could say. And once it was out of the bag, then everybody kind of knew about it. And you're wondering, wow, what does it mean? So what we're going to do right here, got a lot of things we're going to do on this show. We have the suit that she filed. Let's start this off. Let's go all the way back to that. Because once she started it, the floodgates started opening up. Really, really crazy. Everybody started going after Diddy. And remember, when they originally had this lawsuit, okay? Lawsuit right there. When they originally had this, how many people believed it? Because there was some crazy accusations. But once that part came out not too long ago where Diddy chased her, kicked her, threw stuff at her, that was in this right here. It's in this what we're going to read. How many people, when you heard it the first time, thought it wasn't truthful? And then maybe she just kind of lied. So we're going to do that, talk about that. If you have any questions or comments, you can email yours truly. It's parkerman2011 at gmail.com, parkerman2011 at gmail.com. You can text me, leave a voice message. Our telephone number is 216-702-3718, 216-702-3718. And you saw that. Boy, what Diddy said. How many people believe him? Well, this is what Cassie said in response. Thank you for all of the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now, but this is only the beginning. Now, listen to how she said this. This was interesting. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now, but this is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take this matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time. Hmm. It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of a situation that you were powerless in. Offer my hand to those that are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you. Love always, Cassie. So this is interesting. So she says right here, my only ask is that everyone open your heart to believe victims the first time. So she's saying the first time somebody has a cry for help, that you believe them. I was watching a show where they took the other side of it. If a victim or supposed victim has called the cops, are you expecting the cops to take that person away before you get all the facts? And what if you find out that person who alleges an assault has lied? Because there are some out there that have lied. So when you say believe the person that first time, I think you'd have to take each situation different. So let's talk about this where it started. Cassie Ventura was in a long-term relationship with Diddy. This is from 2007 to 2018. On November 16th, 2023, she filed this lawsuit against Combs, alleging that he subjected her to a decades-long cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. The lawsuit was filed in the federal district court in Manhattan under the Adult Survivors Act. So this was an act that was about to end, but it was a New York law which allows people who say they were victims of sexual abuse to file lawsuits after the statute of limitations has expired. So even though this was years ago, she still had a chance to file this. She claimed in the suit that the abuse began when their relationship started and that this included a 2018 rape after she tried to leave him and multiple instances of domestic violence. And that famous video that we saw was 2016. So Combs' attorney, Ben Rothman, he denied the allegations. That was interesting. He was denying all this until that tape. One day after filing the lawsuit, the parties announced that they had reached an agreement to resolve the case and did not disclose terms of the outer court settlement. So I guess she had tried to settle it with him a couple times. She wanted $30 million. Supposedly she wouldn't get it. She tried to do a book deal. So after the third or fourth time, she said, you know what, I'm going to file this. And then the next day, everything was settled out of court. Supposedly she got $30 million. So some people thought it was a buyout. And when she took the money and had this, some people like, okay, well, you're with Diddy all that time. Why are you still with him? Why don't you leave? So as we read this filing, we're going to go back because in hindsight, sometimes it's good to go back. And we're going to go back and we're going to look at some things that in those happy times, we thought it was happy times, that maybe it wasn't happy times. Very, very interesting. And then we can judge, because some people are saying, well, you know what? Maybe she was lying because we heard the story, crazy story. Okay. Very crazy story. Um, but now that there's a tape out, okay, now that there's a tape out, are we going to start believing everything now? Are we going to believe what we see? So this right here, this is a Gala, 2018. Look at her. See, does she look like she's any problem, any distress? Because this is 2018. Now they broke up about 2018, but this was a time that they were still together. So let's look at this and let's see if there's any distress where you feel, well, maybe she should break away. She seems happy here.
Cassie, we got Diddy, guys. The party is starting because y'all arrived, right?
Whenever everybody just looks great. I think it's a collection.
Yeah, head to toe. Describe to me what's the inspiration behind your outfit tonight. Was it an all-white party?
I just wanted to just keep it, simple and plain, angelic, and not really try to overdo it with the theme, but just, have it be more sophisticated and more minimalistic.
That's right you are. And please tell me about your look tonight. You look amazing.
I'm wearing head to toe Tom Brown, and I just wanted to be, at my Sunday's best, suited and booted. I always wear a dress, so I wanted to try something different.
Yeah, it's just like everyday life for us.
Yeah. You angelic all the time? Final question. Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
Keep everything right here.
So, she's right there, 2018. He asked her, is anything she wanted to confess? You wonder what's going inside of her, in the back of her mind. And she's saying, I've got a lot to confess, but maybe not right place nor right time.
Or right here.
There you go. That's how you do it, right? Y'all have an amazing time tonight. Thank you for blessing this carpet.
So that was back then, 2018, Met Gala. Wow. You never know what somebody's going through, because she broke up 2018, got away from everybody, and you think maybe she's happy now because she's married, she's a husband, couple kids, life goes on, but maybe she wants to feel like, I can't let him get away with this. And we all know what's happened with Diddy now. Everybody's coming after him. But let's go back, which I thought was really, really interesting. Well, maybe she's lying. So again, she had fell asleep. This is 2016. He had fell asleep. So when he fell asleep, she tried to leave. He woke up, followed her to the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. He grabbed her arm, and then he took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as he ran to the elevator to escape. So she managed to get to the elevator. And when she got to the lobby, she quickly took a cab to their apartment. So this one, she was able to get away. So she returned to the apartment with the intentions of telling him, I'm sorry. But he did not like it. He beat her and he threw glass at her in the hotel hallway. So after this, she kind of said, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going home to Constac. I'm going to stay there. And they told her, look, if you don't come back, your single's not going to be released. So, of course, she came back. When did she stop coming back? Okay. Well, 2017 and 2018, excuse me, He raped her. He abused her. She recognized that if she kept staying with him, she would never be able to have a successful career or even be physically and mentally safe. So it took that. In September 2018, she joined Mr. Combs for dinner at an Italian restaurant in California for what she believed would be a discussion about concluding their relationship for good. After dinner, he returned her to her home, which was paid for by Combs. He forced himself into her apartment and tried to kiss her. He pulled off her clothing. And soon after this, she just said enough is enough. So she said that through all this, it's caused her mental anguish, spiritual life, and physical abuse. So it took her years to get away. And she got away, which was good. When this Defendant Act came up, she decided that, okay, I'm going to speak out. And I'm going to let them know what Diddy did. And she did do that. She spoke out. She put together this, but I said before, when she put together this, which I thought was so interesting, okay, her attorney was for it, but these people said this was enough. He tweeted this in a statement on December 6th after facing a total of 5 lawsuits. For the last couple of weeks, he says, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. He pointed fingers at victims, saying they were looking for a quick payday. So now he kept saying everything was a lie. And after that tape was released, now you're apologizing. Okay. He did give Cassie money. So because of this, are you going to be giving other people money? And now because you've seen this, do you believe it? Do you believe she told the truth? Do you believe maybe she could have did it another way, maybe not ask for money? What do you think? But when she did do this, she did open up a can of worms. Because now everybody's coming out of woodwork. Men are coming out. Women are coming out. But is she happy now? Is she happy now? Well, let's talk about the happiness. She married Alex Fine. Okay. And they've been together since 2018. So when she broke up with Diddy, she got with Mr. Fine. So she broke up with Diddy, met him. So he's a wellness consultant. And she met him at a gym. They started dating 2018 and made it official in December of that year. That was 2 months after it split with Diddy in October of that year. Maybe some people said it was too quick. So June 19, just a few months after their launch, they found out that they were pregnant with their first child. Wow, that's kind of quick. She announced the news with a simple Instagram post. She likes being on social media. Can't wait to meet our baby girl, she says. In August 2019, Alex asked Cassie to marry her with a cowboy-themed proposal in August 2019. He was dressed as a professional bull rider because he's also a professional bull rider, and he had a cowboy hat, rode a horse up to his lady before popping the big question. Wow. So she said, when we got down on one knee, everything just stopped. I felt like I lost my sense of hearing. I saw just his mouth moving, and he said, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I will never forget how special he made me feel. Wow. September 2019. They got married. She said, I felt really relaxed during the ceremony. As soon as I saw Alex, wow, any nerves that I did went away. And I just couldn't stop smiling. They had their first child December 2019, and they posted a picture. And number two, posted a picture on Instagram to share the news. Wow. Baby Sunny is the name, was born March 21st. She said life has been happening so quickly. They celebrated their 4th-year wedding anniversary. They've been married 4 years after this Diddy thing. So people say, why continue? And does her husband support her? Well, he does support her. He posted a picture from their wedding day showing how much he supported her. So people are wondering, okay, well, what kind of happy life is she having now? Is she having a happy life? And then why pursue the Diddy thing? Well, kind of like what she said. Thank you for all the love and support from my family. This is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Yes, she's recovering from her past. But one thing we want her to remember is a great future that she has. And that future has begun 4 years ago when the nightmares of her past ended. This is Cassie wedding. And look how happy she is. She's showing you that no matter what happens in your life, that you can be happy. Yes, she struggled. She went through heartache. She went through pain. But now she's come out on the other end. And she never thought she would ever have. Children, a husband, and a God. And this is probably all that she really wanted, which was good. So, watching, keeping it honest, yours truly, Anthony Parker Alexander, as we talk about the past, the present, and Diddy, and the good things that have happened in her life. Questions, comments? You can email yours truly, parkerman2011@gmail.com. Again, parkerman2011@gmail.com. Who says that there aren't happy endings? Telephone number 216-702-3718. 216-702-3718. Isn't that beautiful? Cassie and Alex. And isn't that how life should be remembered? For the good things. And that was a good thing. Man. Tell your friends. Stay tuned for our shows as we try to do things with a Parker twist. Try to get a left side, we try to get a right side at the end. Hopefully you will decide. Like she said, trauma, it has no timetable. People saying she was in it for the money. Well, you saw the papers and you heard the story. So she got money out of it. And that's something, should people get money out of something so traumatic? Some people say yes. She was telling the truth. Paper trail. What's next for Diddy? Well, he's going to have to continue to face reality. And you do not want to be in his shoes. Some people say he's got money, he'll get away with it. Other people say the roosters are coming. Come on home, Diddy. Come on home. Thank you again for supporting our show. You can go to our Patreon page, and that's like a fundraising page. Keeps us going. Type in Keeping It Honest, yours truly, Anthony Parker Alexander. And there's 3 tiers that you can go on. to keep our show going. And it's kind of like I tell people, PBS, where they have quality programs and people kind of contribute money to keep it going. We'd like you to do that too if you can. Join our family, keeping it honest family. We don't just keep it simple. We don't just keep it real. We keep it honest. And again, hopefully now you will go back to the paper where it all started, the filing of the Diddy charges, and see that, well, you know what? Are you going to look at Diddy the same now? Because no matter if he says people are in it for the money, you saw what he did. And once you see that, I guess there's no turning back from that. You just pray for his heart and soul. And you pray for Cassie's and her family. And for anybody out there that's going through a crazy relationship, a sexual relationship abuse, try to find some help. Try to talk to somebody. We're here for you. Use Cassie as a role model because she could be you. And if she's you, as she got out and experiencing a great life, so can you. Something to think about. I'm Anthony Parker Alexander. Keep your head up, never look down, always believe in yourself, and therein will lie your answer. We don't just keep it simple. We don't just keep it honest. We don't just keep it real. We keep it honest. I'm Anthony Parker. And yes, we can keep it honest twice. God bless.